Hello grade 9 students. Welcome to another virtual class. I am Miss Madhu Vadge. We are studying chapter 7 triangles and we are learning how to apply congruence criteria SSS and RHS in solving questions of exercise 7.3. In today's video lesson we will continue with the same and solve remaining questions of exercise 7.3. Question number 4. BE and CF are two equal altitudes of a triangle ABC. Using RHS congruence rule, prove that the triangle ABC is isosceles. We have a triangle ABC in this question, so let's draw this triangle. BE and CF are two equal altitudes. So we are given that BE is equal to CF. But what is an altitude? Recall that altitude is a line that is drawn from the vertex such that it is perpendicular to the opposite side. So BE will be a line from vertex B perpendicular to AC. Similarly, CF will be a line from vertex C perpendicular to the opposite side AB. So we know some more information that is given in the question, that is BE is perpendicular to AC and CF is perpendicular to AB. What do we have to prove? We have to prove that triangle ABC is isosceles triangle. To show that triangle ABC is isosceles, we will have to show two of its sides equal, that is, we will have to show AB equal to AC. But remember, we have to show this using RHS congruence. So we have to pick up only those two triangles in this figure which can be shown congruent by using RHS. So if we show angle B equal to angle C, then the sides opposite to these angles will also be equal. Then we can say AB is equal to AC. Notice that angle B is part of triangle BCF and angle C is part of triangle BCE. So if we show these two triangles congruent, then angle B will be equal to angle C and therefore AB will be equal to AC. So let's consider triangle BFC and triangle BEC. Since these two triangles are overlapping, we are going to separate them. Triangle BCF and this is triangle BCE. Let's mark the parts that are equal in these two triangles. Since CF is perpendicular to AB, CF will be perpendicular to BF. So this angle will be 90 degrees. Likewise, BE is perpendicular to AC, so it will be perpendicular to EC as well. So this angle will be 90 degrees. Also, we have BE equal to CF. So let's mark these sides equal in the figure. And we have a common side, that is BC. So these two sides are going to be equal in these two triangles. Now notice that we have a right angle, hypotenuse and a side of one triangle equal to right angle, hypotenuse and a side of the other triangle. So these two triangles are congruent by RHS. Let's write down CF is equal to BE, this is given, BC is equal to BC, common, Angle BFC is equal to angle BEC. Each is 90. So this implies triangle BFC is congruent to triangle. What will be the order? Vertex F corresponds to E. Vertex C will correspond to B and vertex B will correspond to C. So the order for the second triangle will be CEB by RHS criterion. So if the two triangles are congruent, their angles are also equal. So we can say that angle B is equal to angle C. That is, angle FBC is equal to angle ECB by CPCT, as they are congruent parts of congruent triangles. And if these two angles are equal, we can say that AB is equal to AC, isosceles triangle property. So now we have proved that triangle ABC has two sides equal, so it is an isosceles triangle. Example 7 from NCERT textbook. AB is a line segment. P and Q are points on the opposite side of this line segment, such that each of them is equidistant from the points A and B. Show that line PQ is perpendicular bisector of AB. Points P and Q are equidistant from points A and B. What does this mean? P is equidistant from A and B. That means AP will be equal to PB. Similarly, point Q is equidistant from A and B. That is, its distance from B and A will be same. That is, AQ will be equal to BQ. So this is what is given to us in the question. AP is equal to PB and AQ is equal to QB. So what do we have to show? PQ bisects AB. That means we have to show AC equal to CB. And it is also perpendicular. So we have to show one of these angles, angle PCB equal to 90. This is an indirect question where you have to figure out yourself which triangles you must show congruent in order to arrive at these answers. Notice that AC and CB are parts of the triangle APC and PCB. So if we show these two triangles congruent, then we can say that AC is equal to CB. However, the information given to us is not sufficient to show these two triangles congruent. So what we are going to do is develop this information by proving some other triangles congruent. Consider triangle APQ and triangle BPQ. In these two triangles, AP is equal to PB, AQ is equal to QB, and PQ will be a common side. So we can say that these two triangles are congruent by side, side, side. So their corresponding angles are also equal. So we can say angle APQ will be equal to angle BPQ. And then we can use this information to prove triangle APC congruent to triangle BPC. So let's separate the triangles that we are going to show congruent in the first part. This is triangle APQ. And this is triangle PQB. In these two triangles, let's mark the equal sides. AP is equal to PB, AQ is equal to QB, and PQ is a common side. Let's start by mentioning the triangles that we are considering. In triangle APQ and triangle BPQ, AP is equal to PB, AQ is equal to QB, this is given, and PQ is equal to PQ, this is common side. So triangle APQ is congruent to triangle BPQ by SSS. So we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, as they are corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So we have shown these two angles equal. Now we will consider triangle APC and triangle BPC, and we will prove them congruent. So let's separate these triangles. In these two triangles, we have already proved angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and we have AP equal to PB, and also PC will be equal to PC as it is a shared side. Now, are these two triangles congruent? Yes. By which criteria? Side, angle, side. So triangle APC is congruent to triangle BPC by SAS. So if they are congruent, we can say AC is equal to BC. Their corresponding sides are going to be equal, CP, CT. And we can also say that angle 3 and 4 are equal. They are corresponding angles of congruent triangles. But angle 3 plus angle 4 is 180. Why? Because angle 3 plus angle 4 form a straight line, and therefore they are linear pair. But since they are equal, let's mark each of these angles as x. So x plus x is equal to 180 degrees. So 2x is equal to 180 degrees. So x is equal to 90 degrees. That is, angle 4 is equal to 90 degrees. So we have shown that AC is equal to BC, and we have shown that the angles at C are 90 degrees each. So using these two results, we can say that PC is a perpendicular bisector of AB. Let's mark these steps as 1 and 2. So we have got this result from 1 and 2. With this, we come to the end of this video lesson. Your assignment for today is example 8 of NCERT textbook. See you in the next class. Until then, goodbye.